Hey everybody, it's Scott with Harper Health AZ. Today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Since it's Thanksgiving, I wanted to show you everything that I'm going to be making for my Thanksgiving. It's previous recipes I've had done. I do have a playlist for holiday meals, sides, and desserts. So go ahead and check that out. I'll link it in the description below. But I figure I'd give you a little look over our kitchen here and see everything that I'm kind of working with and maybe some stuff that I have in the pantry. And now I'll get everything ready. If I don't have anything in this video that has a recipe already made from my previous videos, I'll be doing it in this one. And my one that I have in my mind is going to be a pecan pie. If you do enjoy this video, give it a like and make sure to subscribe and hit that little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. So with that said, let's start this little tour. So here's an overview of the whole kitchen here. Our sink with our little dish rack. I love this little gray guy here because you can actually use the double sink to keep dishes on. It's great for draining out the pans and everything, or straining out your actual food right on top of there because the water goes straight down to the bottom. Gotta have our tofu torture device there to squeeze out all the water of it. And coffee for the wife there. Our recycled cans and bags. And then probably one we have stocked up a lot. Got some rice paper, tortillas down here. Tons of beans, rice, lentils, cashews, walnuts, almonds, some potatoes, yams in there. And then a little bit extra here. Gotta have the nutritional yeast, love that. Since the holiday, we'll be using a lot of the French's onions, tahini, corn, some white miso, and also I'm gonna be trying out some mac and cheese in the future. See how we like that one. And I know somebody wanted to see what we all have on top of the fridge. A couple of cozies, water for our plant there, just some other different stuff, nothing much there. Then we got our stove, blender, our seasonings, and a ton of different seasonings here that we go through quite fast actually. And our little toaster, it actually doesn't get much use because we found out we have gluten intolerance and it's easier just to not have anything that we'd use that on. And then tons of fruit because I love snacking on these. These are my snack that I enjoy having throughout the day at any time. Little light to light me up if I'm recording when it's dark out. So that's our little rundown of our kitchen. So let's go ahead and jump into grabbing everything out and making the kitchen I just cleaned here all nice and messy now. So right now I am gonna start preparing our cornbread. And then I'm soaking some raw cashews in water, just because I'll be using them for some of the recipes I'll be doing. So I want to make sure they are ready when I start those recipes. Alright, we went ahead and got our cornbread jalapeno ready. So now I'm just going to set this to the side until I'm ready to throw it in the oven. Now I'm gonna do our green bean casserole and get that one all prepped up and ready to go. My favorite dish of the holidays is definitely gotta be the green bean casserole. While our beans are getting cooked and the dogs are being fed down here, I'm gonna start the tater tot casserole. This time, instead of using tater tots, I'm gonna do shredded hash browns across the top. It's gonna be delicious, I just know it. And now we have our green bean casserole ready to go in the oven. So we'll set that to the side until we're ready to throw that one in also. Alright, and we got our tater tot casserole. So as you can see, even with the recipes I have, I like changing them up a little bit. So this one, no plant-based chicken in there, and then shredded potatoes instead of using tater tots on top. So this will be really good. Just gonna set it to the side with the others. And I'm gonna set my oven to 375. I'm gonna be baking the cornbread and the green bean casserole together in this one, and then after we'll raise the temperature up and we'll throw in the tater tot casserole to make sure we get that one nice and cooked. And so while the oven is warming up, I'm gonna start on that pecan pie. Since I'm gonna be doing a pecan pie, I'm gonna actually move over to here so we can go through everything that I will be making for it. So I got a pie crust that I'll be using. Normally I would just make my own with that puff pastry, but this one makes it a lot easier since we'll be making a lot more pies than just this one. I just really wanted to do the pecan pie one for this video. First thing I'm gonna be adding to this is 3/4 cup of MEDJOOL dates. And we're gonna be using a food processor because we'll wanna blend up everything. Next, I'm gonna do 1/2 cup of syrup. You can use whatever syrup you like. I'm using monk fruit syrup. I know this isn't available for everyone, so use whichever one you prefer. I'm doing 2 tablespoons of flaxseed. And now I'll be doing 1.5 cups of raw pecan halves. And then go ahead and blend these guys up. And then I'm just checking here to make sure it's pretty smooth. Mainly, I want the dates to be all blended up nicely. And it comes out to this nice batter here. And now if there's some pecans that aren't fully blended up, I'm fine with that because that just gives it a nice good flavor when it's in there. Now we'll go ahead and do 3/4 cup of pecans. You'll see how these work. We're just gonna spread them out over the bottom here. And now we're gonna throw the batter over the top. Now you can see out of the container I got, it was just a little 10-ounce container. We have pieces left over. You can choose to do however you want with this one, as far as crushing them up or just putting little ones around the edge like this. And that is our pecan pie. And so now with our pecan pie, we're gonna be baking this at 350 degrees for 45 minutes. So until we do that one, I'm actually gonna throw it in the fridge for a little bit just to keep the crust from fully thawing out. And since our oven has been preheated now, I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the cornbread and then the green bean casserole. Now what I'm making here is the green slaw I normally do. I'm adding a little bit more to it with tomatoes and green onions. So it's gonna be more like a broccoli slaw, but it's still so very good. All right, I got the broccoli slaw all done. Go ahead and give this guy a little test here. Oh yeah, that's a really good one. I'd have to say this vegan dressing, if you haven't tried this yet, I would definitely recommend giving it a try because you can use it for so many different things. And this is just one of the many that I found where it's very useful for it. All right, so our cornbread and green bean casserole is almost done. And then I will be throwing in the tater tot casserole. And then after that one, I'll be throwing in the pecan pie for that. And while all of those are going through baking, I'm just gonna take a little bit to relax, clean up the rest of the kitchen, get all the dishes done. So when it's done, I can just display out all the food that I am making today. And this is gonna be our awesome Thanksgiving meal that we'll be having today. So I went ahead and pulled out the cornbread, stuck a toothpick in there to make sure it came out clean. And then also our green bean casserole, which just looks delicious, perfectly nice and crispy fried onions there. So very well done on those ones. We'll make sure to keep them warm. I'm gonna keep them on the top of the oven for now, while I throw in the tater tot casserole at 425 for 40 minutes. And we'll make sure the potatoes on top are nice and crispy. All right, so I went ahead and finished baking our tater tot casserole. Just the actual hash browns, they're nice and crispy, not bad. We have our green bean casserole and then our jalapeno cornbread. And so while I'm gonna taste all of these ones here, I did go ahead and throw the pecan pie in the oven, and we'll see how that one is after I try all of these. Now the debate on which one I want to try first. I think I'm going to go with the cornbread. Oh, that came out really nice. That has a really good flavor. It's sweet and a little bit spicy after you let it sit a little bit. That is really good. Definitely gonna go great with everything else here. Since this guy just came out, I'm gonna go ahead, hop over to the green bean casserole first and give this a try. I don't know if you can go wrong with the green bean casserole. That is my favorite thing in the holiday season. This one is so good. And now let's go ahead and try this tater tot casserole. See how everything mixed up here. Oh yeah, that looks good. I would say something with this that you would want to add is some garlic salt over the top. Really get everything together. Other than that, it's very good. Definitely not as good as this. Maybe add some hot sauce on there or just more seasonings. Cavendiers, I would say, would be amazing on here. I ran out, so I definitely need to get more because that would just make this one so much better. But knowing me, all of this is probably gonna be mixed together into a nice pile. Of course, the pecan pie will be off to the side. So that's what I will try next. All right, so we went ahead and got our pecan pie all baked now. It looks very good. And it looks kind of the same as when I put it in there. Didn't change much. But let's go ahead and give this a try. That one's not bad. It's definitely a pecan pie.
Really?
You can taste that easily.
Nice.
It's a very thick one. So definitely have something to drink when you're eating this because it's nice and thick, but a lot of good pecans in there. I'll go ahead and save the rest of this for the dessert after I fix my plate. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like. And also let me know if you enjoyed this style of video in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and then hit that little notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new recipe. And until next time, you guys have a great rest of your day. And while our beans are getting all cooked here, I'm feeding my dogs, and then also I am gonna start doing our tater tot casserole. And I'm gonna start doing the tater tot casserole